Michael McCollum, come up. You're Michael McCollum.
Sir.
So you know you're not here alone. Your lawyer's here with you. She's on Zoom. Okay, you can see her actually. You're charged with driving while intoxicated. Second offense, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. If you cannot afford a lawyer will be paid to represent you, sir. Okay, please.
Yes, Judge, on May 30th, 2024, at approximately 2:30 a.m., officers observed a gray Chevy pickup pass patrol vehicle at a high rate of speed. Officers observed the Chevrolet traveling at 98 miles per hour in a 65 mile per hour zone. A traffic stop was conducted. The defendant driver had red, glassy eyes and a strong odor of alcoholic beverage emitting from his breath and person and slurred speech. The defendant admitted to consuming a few cans of Michelob beer prior to operating the motor vehicle. SFSTs, 6 out of 6 HGN, 4 out of 8 walk and turn, 3 out of 4 one-leg stands. DIC was read. Defendant consented to provide a breath specimen. Also an open and unsealed, there was one open and one unsealed 12-ounce can labeled Michelob Ultra. Was located on the back seat, approximately half full and cold to the touch.
So he had open alcohol in the car while he's driving.
That's correct, Your Honor. Breath test results 0.145 and 0.150. Of course, he has an out-of-county DWI in 2021, which it was an 18-month deferred, along with possession of marijuana, 18-month deferred, Your Honor.
How many prior DWIs do you see? Do you see one? Do you see multiple? If you can please run an NCIC check. Mr. McCollum, I would hope that you would recognize that it's damn elementary that you don't have alcohol in the car. That in and of itself renders this case a minimum of 5 days in jail to any sentence that you get. I'm finding that there's probable cause in this case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm now taking away your privilege to drive. You are not allowed to drive at all. You will now be required to obtain a handheld interlock device that you're going to take with you everywhere you go to prove to me that you're not consuming alcohol. If I find that you consume alcohol, it tells me that you have a problem and I will put you in a lockdown rehab facility. Do you understand?
Absolutely.
When I mean no alcohol from any source. Cakes, candies, foods, gums, tequila, lollipops, hair dyes. I've heard it all. I will not entertain any excuses. Do you understand? Now, you have a lawyer. Good job on having a lawyer. Because you do, I will waive your appearance so you don't have to waste your time coming to court every reset. But you must stay in touch with JL. She will tell you if and when you have to come back to court. If she tells me that she can't get a hold of you because you're playing games, I will revoke your bond. You consume alcohol, any new cases, I will put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. You understand?
Absolutely.
I will now have you sign this affidavit with me, promising me that you're not going to drive. If I find that you drive, which is about the worst possible thing that you can do, I will have a contempt hearing. You'll be facing 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you get in a car and drive. You understand?
Sir.
Your Honor, his license is eligible. Don't see any other priors besides the 2021 conviction.
And additionally, Judge, he started attending.
I'm chatting you now, JL. Just give me 1 second, and then I don't want to do this out loud.
Yes, sir.
Mr. McCollum, I want you to realize something. Harris County leads the nation in DWI fatalities. We lead the nation in people who die because of drunk driving collisions. By the grace of whoever You're standing here before me and not with an intoxication manslaughter case. Find yourself lucky, but I'm telling you now, if I find that you violate anything, I'm gonna light you up. You understand me? I will put you over my knee and I'll spank you like a little child, but I'll do it with a ton of jail time. So for now, I will have you come up here, swear to us that you're not gonna drive. I will get you to Ramona where we're gonna have you sign a reset. After that, you'll get with Tracy your bond conditions, and after that, you'll be free to go. Come on.
Judge, jail,
Yes, ma'am.
August 12th through the 15th, which of those?
I'm looking right now. The 12th looks great.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
You did the guardian interlock order, right, Ramona?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay, bye, jail. Good
Bye,
luck
thank
in
you,
Austin.
Thank you.
Judge, he's not getting randoms, just the pool.
Of course he's getting randoms. Oh, yeah, it's a DWI. Yeah, always. Hi,
Then today or free.
come on up. Hey, Darla, you'll be next, okay? Hey,
Thank you, Judge.
Elden Fernandez is on your docket as the first appearance, DWI.
you ready?
Yes.
Do you mind bringing him up? Are you Elden Fernandez? Mr. Fernandez, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during any questions and interviews in the state of Texas. If you cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you, sir. Okay,
This judge, on May 30th, 2024, at approximately 3:18 a.m., officers observed a white Ford Mustang fail to drive in a single lane on the roadway with other vehicles. Upon exiting onto the service road, officers observed the vehicle fail to signal lane change and stop well past the designated stopping point. And although the light remained red, the defendant vehicle continued to inch forward, entering into the intersection. A traffic stop was conducted. Officers observed the odor of an alcoholic beverage emitting from the vehicle, and upon having the defendant exit the vehicle, observed the defendant to have glassy eyes, as well as an odor of alcoholic beverage to be emitting from his person. The defendant denied consuming alcohol. SFSTs, 6 out of 6 HGN, 4 out of 8 walking turns, 0 out of 4 one-leg stand. DIC red, defendant consented to a breath. He blew a .104 and then a .097. There's no criminal history. Your
okay, so
Honor.
you've run it, no criminal history?
No criminal history. He doesn't have a Texas driver's license, Your Honor. I believe counsel said that he had an India license.
Okay, Mr. Fernandez, if you don't have a Texas driver license, you are not allowed to drive. How long have you been in this country?
2.5 years, sir.
I'm sorry?
2.5 years, sir.
Then you're not allowed to drive. You know better than that. If you want to drive, you must get a Texas driver license. Are you planning on staying here? Yes, then no driving. I'm going to have you sign an affidavit unless you're able to get a license and liability insurance. I will take this restriction off, but until I know that you have a license, you can't drive. I mean,
We spoke about that, Your Honor. He's in the process of applying for a temporary residency status, and once he gets a social security, then he's gonna apply.
okay, until that point, I'm telling you, if I find you drive, I will put you in lockup. I will revoke your bond. I will have a contempt hearing. You'll be facing 6 months in jail every single time you drive. It's an offense in and of itself. Do you understand? If you want to drive, you got to do things the right way. Until that point, there's going to be HE double hockey sticks to pay if I find that you drive. Do you understand, sir? I'm also ordering you not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or dope, likewise, you will go to jail. Now, you have a lawyer. He's great. He will help you out. It's your responsibility to stay in touch with him. If he comes back to you and tells you that you're playing games, that you're not responding to phone calls, text messages, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. He's from India,
Yes,
and his last name is Fernandez.
No, I've
It's a very interesting combination.
Portuguese. Apparently, I learned this recently that there's a Portuguese contingency from India as well. They have Spanish sounding last names. Uh,
Okay, Mr. Fernandez, the other thing I'm going to tell you is that, if you're not here in this country with permission and you go to jail, immigration will find you because they sweep it on a daily basis. And if they do, they will put a detainer on you. You will remain in custody until immigration is done with you. And imagine how long it takes just to get a hearing. 6 months, 9 months. You sit in lockup because they won't let you out until that is done. So it would behoove you to be on your best behavior. Don't violate any of these conditions because I'm telling you, I will do everything in my power to protect the public. If that means keeping you there for 6 to 9 months, I'm going to do it in a heartbeat. You understand? Okay. I'll have you come sign this affidavit. After that, you'll get with Ramona to sign a reset. Eventually get with Tracy for your bond conditions, and then you guys are free to go.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks, guys. Please.